Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. So I was buying all the whiskey for, I think I've mentioned a few times that in the month of March, we're going to be doing a deep dive.
A deep, penetrating dive into the plasma pool.
Into Redbreast. And so to make sure I had the whiskeys for that, I bought them way ahead, and I also purchased a few other whiskeys just to kind of fill in until we get that spot, until we can get the whole group together and do that deep dive into Redbreast. So I saw one that was like, okay, it's a Scotch. I'm not really a Scotch fan, but it's a pretty reasonable price. And it was like, okay, that's a really low budget whiskey. It's under $20, $18, and I wasn't paying attention to how big of a bottle it said, because, well, the picture they gave was not necessarily the bottle that was connected to it. And when the delivery happened, I noticed that the bottle of Clan MacGregor was quite a bit bigger than my standard bottle of whiskey. So as you can see, if we go there, this is 1.75 liter, and so this is quite a lot of whiskey for $18. And I thought, wow, this is usually when you buy whiskey that cheap, it makes you ponder the words of Socrates.
Self-realization. I was thinking of the immortal words of Socrates, who said, I drank what?
But it turns out this whiskey is a lot better than you would think. And this comes from somebody who's not a Scotch fan. Now, of course, since I'm not a Scotch fan, on the nose, you do get a little bit of gym chew. It's not really the typical with the full-on Islay where I smell, used Band-Aid. But a lot of Scotch fans go, oh, I smell campfire. I smell, smoke. I usually just smell used Band-Aid. So I'm not, totally not a Scotch fan, but a little bit of spice on there, a little bit of old Jim Shoe, but it's not bad. But I think even though I have had some here, let's just for the sake of the show, Dark Helmet. Do your thing.
Ludicrous speed.
So, it's got a, let's say I've spent as much as 3 to 6 times as much as I paid for this, and didn't get a finish as well as this very, very inexpensive whiskey. In fact, you could say I'm completely happy with what I paid for this.
The happy horse so full of fun, of course.
If you like Scotch and maybe Highland Scotches don't have enough for you, but maybe Isleys are too much, this is very similar to a lot of Speyside. So it is a blended, and I think it is a blend of several of the different regions. But if you like Scotch, Clan MacGregor is I think should be your everyday whiskey. Give it a try. Don't be afraid of the frighteningly low price. It's shockingly good for something this inexpensive. I don't know. Maybe like I said, I'm not a Scotch fan, so Scotch fans, please let me know in the comments what you think. Am I completely off? I usually drink bourbons and Irish, so maybe I'm completely wrong on this, but this is not bad at all. I don't know. But anyways, coming up in the month of March, as I said, we're doing a deep dive on Redbreast. And so, I don't know. Clan MacGregor, now this may be, I do have to say one thing. Clan MacGregor is so inexpensive, some may want to call it Clang MacGregor.
So long as you don't clang, chime, or honk.
But we always sip, never slam. So we're just going to call it Clan MacGregor. See you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey.
I was drinking that.